Picture this. You're sitting in a room full of people who are supposed to be your friends. The conversation is flowing. Laughter is everywhere. Phones are out capturing the moment. You're physically present, smiling at the right times, playing your part perfectly. But inside, you've never felt more alone. What breaks you is realizing that 2 hours earlier, sitting alone in your apartment with nothing but silence and your own thoughts, you felt more at peace than you do now. You were told that connection heals, that vulnerability builds intimacy, that the cure for loneliness is more people. Open up, they said. Let people in. So you did. You showed up, you shared, you lowered your guard, and months later, your honesty was used against you. Or they smiled to your face and whispered when you left, or worse, they simply forgot. The people who feel safest alone aren't broken. They are pattern recognizers who have been punished for being honest. Your solitude is not a disorder. It is a defense mechanism that developed for a reason. Biologically, your brain evolved in tribes of about 50 to 150 people, where reputation meant survival and exile meant death. Your nervous system still treats social threats like physical ones. When someone betrays you, the anterior cingulate cortex activates, the same region that lights up during physical pain. Your brain does not clearly distinguish between a broken bone and broken trust. Some people are highly sensitive to social cues due to variations in oxytocin and serotonin systems. They notice the micro-expression that doesn't match the words, the subtle shift in energy when they enter a room. That isn't paranoia, it's perception. And when betrayal happens repeatedly, the amygdala stays activated, hypervigilant, scanning for the next threat. Your biology isn't malfunctioning, it's protecting you. This pattern usually begins with hope. You meet someone new and your brain releases oxytocin. You feel warmth and possibility. Maybe this time will be different, so you share something real. Then comes the small betrayals. The laughter at what mattered to you, the minimization of your feelings, advice when you only needed presence. Cortisol rises, the amygdala fires, and your body registers threat. The hippocampus stores the details, voice tone, facial expression, context. After enough repetitions, the prefrontal cortex calculates the cost. The energy required to perform, plus the risk of betrayal, outweighs the benefit of shallow connection. That's when solitude begins to feel like safety. You're not avoiding connection. You're avoiding the exhaustion of pretending to be someone more digestible. The warning signs appear quietly. You rehearse conversations for hours. A simple text message takes 20 minutes because you analyze every word and punctuation mark. Social interactions, even pleasant ones, leave you drained. You return home from a gathering where you seemed fine and collapse from the effort of performance. When you share something authentic, you regret it. Not because their reaction was terrible, but because you replay it for days, wondering if you were too much. You keep friends at arm's length. They know your job and hobbies, but not the existential questions that keep you awake at night. You have creative worlds inside you, writing, music, ideas, but you rarely share them. Silence alone feels like peace. Silence among others feels like pressure. Modern culture has amplified this pattern. Digital life has turned interaction into performance. Authenticity becomes branding, and vulnerability becomes content. Therapeutic language is sometimes used to avoid accountability. Boundaries become shields against responsibility. We live in a culture that glorifies extroversion and treats solitude like pathology. Friendship can become transactional. You are the funny one, the reliable one, the advisor. But when you need instead of give, the support often evaporates. Many people are comfortable receiving depth but not holding it. Eventually, there is a quiet collapse. You might host a party and watch everyone laugh in your home while feeling invisible. You might sit with longtime friends and realize that none of them truly know you. You attempt to share something real, and the moment is quickly deflected. After that, you stop initiating. You stop planning. And the most painful part is that many don't notice your absence. The collapse isn't dramatic. It's the moment you stop hoping someone will finally understand. You are not hiding from connection. You are protecting something precious from being mishandled. The bitter truth is that many people don't want your full depth. They want a version of you that keeps them comfortable. They want your energy and function, not your complexity. Those who hurt you were not necessarily malicious. Often they simply lacked the capacity to hold what you offered. Shallow connection can feel like the default setting of modern life. You may be waiting for someone to prove that connection is safe, but that person may not appear in the way you imagine. The solution is not to abandon yourself in order to belong. Stop apologizing for your boundaries. The right people will not make you feel guilty for protecting your peace. Curate your relationships carefully. One real conversation can mean more than 100 surface exchanges. Build your life around the few who earn access to your depth, and if you haven't found them yet, build it around yourself. Create meaning independently. Build, think, grow. Let your solitude generate strength rather than shame. The person you become in solitude is often more authentic than the one you perform publicly. Redefine connection. It does not have to be constant or widespread. It can be rare and deeply meaningful. You don't need everyone to understand you. You need to understand yourself so clearly that misunderstanding no longer destabilizes you. If solitude is where you stop performing and start existing, then it is not isolation. It is integrity. Some will label you distant or difficult. Let them. You are not here to be easily consumed. You are here to live truthfully. If solitude becomes sanctuary rather than exile, build it unapologetically. Those who feel safer alone are not running from connection. They are refusing to betray themselves for the illusion of it.